Smoking loud and cracking seals. And these niggas just don't know shit. I ain't never been on that bullshit. It's that trap, that swing my dope shit. Get money, get fresh, got flow shit.
What is up, nerds? This is FrazierBoyy bringing you some Black Ops 2 gameplay. This is some search and destroy gameplay from a league play match that I played when I first started back playing Black Ops 2. So my aim might be kind of rusty, but in this gameplay I actually do pretty good. I go 22-5 in search and destroy. You know, that's kind of rare to hit double digits in search, especially in league play. But I was just going off with the M8A1. The video is kind of long. I think the round thing was like 6-3 or something like that. I think we was blowing them out like 5-0 or 5-1 at first, and then they started coming back. But I think the video is like 10 minutes long, but it's kind of fitting for the topic that I want to talk about today. Today is September the 11th, and I want to talk about where I was during September the 11th when it happened, the whole Trade Center thing. And actually, in September the 11th, I think it's 2011, I was in the 8th grade. I was in a private school. I was actually like put out of school from public school because in 6th and 7th grade in middle school, I was like turned the fuck up. Like I was really like into fighting people and shit like that. I don't know why. I feel like I had a statement to prove. I'm from like the part where my mama stayed at was in like a part called Thomasville, and the part where my grandmama stayed at is in Maysville. But it's like I didn't really stay with my grandmama, but I was at my grandmama's house all the time. So when I went outside and hung out with kids, I was in Maysville. But when I was go home and go to sleep at night, I was in Thomasville, even though I spent the night at my grandmama's house a lot. So it kind of felt like I was from two different hoods. So I had to go to school in Thomasville, even though I knew everybody from outside in Maysville and the project over there in RV. So me going to school all the way on the other side of town from a different hood, and me hanging with everybody from another different hood was kind of fucked up. So in middle school, it's just like I was repping this side. It was stupid because I'm a child and I'm thinking like I'm representing this hood and shit like that. But I went to two different schools. So anyway, I got put out of public school because I always had fights. Like I used to just go up to people and slap people and shit like that. Well, eventually my mama ended up taking me out of school in the neighborhood that we stayed at, and she ended up letting me go to school in the neighborhood that my grandmama stayed at, and that was like the school where actually I was in the 7th grade, and my wife that I'm married to now went to the same school, and I wanted to go to that school so bad because I liked it so much. I said I got to go to school with that girl. So I ended up going to school with that girl, but I didn't get no classes with her. I wasn't even on the same team. Like in middle school, they had like two different teams where they break the 7th graders up into like, say for instance, if it's 1,000 7th graders, they put 500 on one side of the school and 500 on the other side. And she was like on the other side of the school. So I was like, that was like an epic fail going to this school because now I'm not even with her. But I ended up being with one of my cousins, one of my good cousins I grew up with. So it's like once I got with him, I was just like crazy, and everybody was like, "What made you transfer to this school?" I was just like fighting and shit like that. And me being new to that school, a lot of people who didn't know me, you know, niggas would try you. So I'm the type of nigga. It's like I was already into fighting. I really like to fight. So when a nigga tried to try me, it was on and popping. Like the first month that I probably had like 7 fights. I had this one fight with this white dude. I'm not racist or anything, but I had this one fight with this white dude like 3 times. The first time we had a fight, I was sitting at my desk and I was janking him real hard to where he got real mad. He kind of like rushed me, and then he jumped on top of me and we started fighting. So when I got back to school from being suspended, we had another fight because I felt like he snuck me. And then after we got suspended the second time, when we came back to school, we kind of like crossed paths and just looked at each other and we just started swinging. But anyways, I'm just making the story kind of long. But anyway, so I ended up getting put out of public school after me and that guy just had like 3 fights back to back. Just overall, they just told me you just banned from public school for like a whole year. So I had to find a private school to go to, and I ended up going to this Christian school. It was like a church school, but it was like you can go there and get credits for like middle school to go to high school and stuff like that. So, needless to say, all of the kids that was in this public school was like bad as hell, and oh my god, I met so many different crazy people. I actually met one of my best friends that this guy named Quentin. Like I've been cool with him ever since I was in the 8th grade when I went to that private school. And another guy named Milton. I still keep in touch with those two guys. Milton actually got me into like real deep gaming. I remember I used to go to Milton house and Milton used to play the shit out of video games. He was actually a PC player when I was in 8th grade. He used to always play this game online with his cousin, and he got me over there and got me to try to start playing it. But if you know me, you know I hate PC games and the controls. But they used to play this game that was actually made by Epic. It was called Sin. It kind of reminds me of like a first-person Gears. It's kind of crazy. I don't know if Epic actually made it, but I'm pretty sure that Epic made it. It was called Sin. You guys can look it up. It was a PC game, and they used to get on there. I said, you could play online? That was the first time I ever heard about playing online. He was like, yeah. Then he was like, you could even play the Xbox online, because he had an Xbox, and I was a PlayStation 2 dude. But anyway, let's get off topic. September 11th, I was in that private school in the 8th grade. We had just got done with chapel and some shit. It's like when you first get to school in the morning, you don't go right to your class. You go to like this like chapel place where you guys sit there, you read the Bible, and then you pray for a little bit, then you go to class. So right after we got through praying and reading the Bible, we went to class. Now I want to say like about 10, 15 minutes later, the principal, this lady, she was like, "Oh my God, somebody crashed the plane into the trade center." And so my teacher, this dude named Mike, this real fat ass dude. Oh my God, he was super lame. He told my mama not to get me the PlayStation 2 that I didn't deserve it for Christmas. Type of shit is that, nigga? I still got my shit, bitch. But anyway, um, so they told us that something was going on at the trade center. So everybody was like, "Oh my God, oh my God!" They wanted to plug the TV up in the chapel and everybody go watch it. I was like, "Hell yeah, no schoolwork today, bitch." So we sat there all day and just like watched the news. But when I first went in there, the first plane had already crashed into it and we was watching. Next thing you know, you seen another plane crash into it. I'm like, "Oh shit." Oh shit. I'm like, damn man, it's like really going down somewhere. Like, oh, I'm just going off right here in this round. But anyway, I was like, damn, it's like really going off. And there was this other dude. I was in the 8th grade, but they had it for high schools too. So it was this other dude in high school was like, yeah, it's a terrorist attack. They doing it for the money, the power, and the respect and shit like that. And me being in the 8th grade, I think I was what, like 13, 14. I was like, the fuck somebody want to do that for? I don't give a fuck about that. They was like, yeah, man, I think we're going to war now. And all the like grown up people and people in high school was like, yeah, we're going to war after this. Watch, I guarantee it. When they started figuring out that it was a real terrorist attack, like everybody in there like unscrewed the top of their head and took their brain out and started screaming war, war, war. I was like, to me, I was like, why would y'all really want to go to war? Because if you read in the Bible, like majority of all that stuff that happened during like the September 11th thing, a lot of that stuff is in the Bible about like the last World War and stuff like that. All of that stuff in the Bible, and it speaks of stuff like this happening, during our time, like during close to the end of time. Like man, they really trying to push. They really trying to push the end, the end of the world soon. Like doing this shit, man. Like they need to chill out with all this war shit and stuff like that. I'm trying to like grow up. I'm trying to fuck this girl and marry this girl that go to this other school, man. I gotta get back. I gotta pass this class so I can go to high school with her. And eventually I did pass the class and go to high school and I took her to the prom and shit like that. But that's another story. I'm bringing my wife back on my channel later on. But yeah, I was at that crazy school, Solid Rock, and I was just sitting there watching it all day, and I was kind of sad for the people because I was like, dang, people really dying, man. That's fucked up. Especially like, when it's like a tragedy going on and you see like the news people put like a random person on the street that knows somebody that was in the building or know somebody who was in a hurricane who's missing and stuff like that, like Hurricane Katrina. I'll never forget, like they put this man on TV and he was like, I can't find my wife. I can't find my wife. And my auntie was at my house during this time and she just like bust out crying. I was like, damn. So during September 11th, they was putting like random people on the street. They was like, what's going on? Do you know what's going on? Like the news reporter asking random people and shit like that. They was like, oh my God, I don't know what's going on. This crashing buildings, people are dying and this and that. And I'm like, why the fuck would you even put somebody like going crazy? Like you're gonna send everybody into like a panic at home. Like I don't know. Like say for instance, if your mom worked at the trade center, you watching the news and you see somebody like screaming and shit like that, like, oh my God, it's going down, this and that, this and that. People be like, what the fuck? Like that'll just make people panic. Like people really need to like just let shit ride. Just put the camera on the building, man. Just let shit ride. But man, real quick moment of silence for everybody who died in the September 11th Trade Center and all around the Pentagon, Hexagon, whatever they call that thing. One love. Real nigga shit. But man, I think that shit was crazy, man. Even to this day, even recently, even like I still go on YouTube. Like I'm a real big YouTuber, like freak. Like I love YouTube. Even to this day, when I get bored, I might get on YouTube and look up 9/11 like rare footage and shit like that, and just watch it. Like I'll never forget. Like just watching like people. Like I watched this one video. It's like rare footage of this dude who was on like the. I'm gonna put a link in the description if I can find it. This dude who was on the phone with the 911 caller. Like he was telling how hot it was, and he was like, "We on the like 20th floor. Please send somebody." And the lady was like, she wanted to stay on the phone. She like, "Stay on the phone with me. We're looking for you. We're trying to find you. They're getting close to you. This and that." Next thing you know, like they got a picture of him on the left side. They got a picture of the trade center, and they playing like the 911 call in the background. Next thing you know, you just like see the twin tower like just collapsing, and you could hear on the cell phone while he's on the phone, like the building breaking down. And you could just hear him screaming as you're looking at the twin tower on the left side, just like coming down, and you could hear him screaming as it's coming down on the 911 call. Like it was crazy. But um, my condolence and I'm sorry to everybody who like lost somebody in the 9/11 thing. But if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, leave a comment. I'm working on my commentary skills though. Peace.